everyone. Today's video is going to help you with workbook pages 117 and 118. Let's take a look at number 1 together. Number 1 says Vanessa's sheet of paper has a perimeter of 28 inches. What is the unknown side length? So if we take a look at this sheet of paper, we know that it is the shape of a rectangle. And a rectangle has opposite sides that are equal. So if this top side is 6 inches, that means that this bottom side is also 6 inches. What we don't know are the lengths of the two long sides. We do know the perimeter, or the distance around the whole sheet of paper, is 28 inches. So we know the whole, or the total, is 28. I'm going to think of this problem like a part-whole problem, okay? So we know that two of the sides are each 6 inches. So if I add both of those sides up together, what's 6 plus 6? That's a double. Very good. 6 plus 6 is 12. So we know part of the perimeter is 12 inches, okay? And we have to find the other part of the perimeter, the missing parts. So if you have a whole and a part, how do you find that missing part? Very good, you subtract. So we're going to start with the whole. We're going to take away the side lengths that we know. So 8 minus 2 equals 6. Very good. And 2 minus 1 equals 1. So we know that the other part is 16. But remember, we have to take 16 and we have to split it in half, right? Because this side and this side added up equal 16. So what is 16 broken into two equal parts? What number can you add 2 times to get 16? Very good, it's 8. Okay, so our missing side length is 8. Okay, so on your paper, you're going to write a sentence. The missing side length is 8 inches. Okay, pause your video so that you can get that sentence written down, and when you're ready, press play. Okay, friends, great job working on number 1. Let's take a look at number 2 together. I'm just going to fold my paper. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let's take a look at number 2. Okay, so number 2 says, find the unknown side lengths. So, we know that this side is 8 inches, this side is 10 inches, and this side is 5 inches, and we don't know this side. We also know that the perimeter, or the distance around the whole shape, is 27 inches. So let's find out how much of the perimeter we do know from these sides. So let's add up each of these sides. So I'm going to start with 10 plus 8 plus 5. So go ahead and pause your video, and when you're ready, after you've solved this, press play. Okay, friends, so 0 and 8 is 8, and 8 and 5 is 13. Okay, and 1 is 2. Okay, so we know that the distance around this part of the shape is 23. We know that the whole distance is 27. So I'm going to think of it like a part-whole again. I know some, or part, of my perimeter is 23. What's my missing part? How will I find my missing part? If you said subtract, you are absolutely right. So we're going to take our whole perimeter, we're going to subtract off what we know, and we're going to use that to find our missing part. Press play and solve that for me. Or press pause and solve that for me. Okay, friends, great job. So 7 minus 3 is 4, and 2 minus 2 is 0. So A is equal to 4 inches. Great job. Let's take a look at number 3 together. So number 3 tells us that the perimeter of this whole shape is 40 meters, but it doesn't tell us what any of the sides are equal to. you will notice that this shape is that this shape has 5 equal sides. So we are going to take our whole and we are going to divide our whole into 5 equal sides. So I would like you to pause the video and go ahead and solve 40 divided by 5. Okay, friends, great job. So I would solve 40 divided by 5, okay, by taking my 5 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and dividing my 40 fairly, right? So doing fair share. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So I figured out that 40 divided by 5 is 2, 4, 6, 8. Friends, if you use a different division strategy, that's fine, okay? But you should have still gotten that each side was equal to 8 meters, M for meters. Okay, friends, great job. Let's take a look at the next page. We're going to look at number 6 together. Okay, number 6 says that the perimeter of a rectangular room is 36 feet. 2 of the sides are 8 feet long. What is the length of another side of the room? So I'm going to draw a picture to help me solve this question. So I'm going to draw a rectangular room. Okay, so that's my rectangular room. I know that 2 of the sides are 8 feet long. So if this side is 8 feet long, the side that's the same, that's also 8 feet long, is going to be opposite, right? So this is going to be 8 feet long. Remember, we know the whole perimeter is 36 feet. We have to find the 2 side lengths that are missing. So let's figure out what part of the perimeter we already know. So we're going to add those 2 together. What is 8 plus 8? That's a double. Very good. It's 16. Okay, and then remember, 16 is part of the perimeter, right? We know this part. We're trying to find the missing part. So we're going to take the whole perimeter and we're going to subtract the part that we know to find the missing part. So go ahead and pause your video and press play when you've done 36 minus 16. Okay, friends, great job. So you should have told me that 36 minus 16, 6 minus 6 equals 0, and 3 minus 1 equals 2. So we have 20. Now remember, 20 has to get split up between this side, and they have to be equal. They have to both be the same number. So what is 20 broken into 2 parts? Very good, it's 10. And if this side is 10 feet, then this side is 10 feet. Okay, friends, you're going to find your answer over here and color it in. Oops. Okay, friends, great job. Let's take a look at number 8 together. Okay, friends, so number 8 says the perimeter, I'm just going to cover this up here. The perimeter of the polygon here is 34 inches. What is the unknown side length? This is a little cut off here. Okay, so the perimeter of the polygon is 34 inches. And we're trying to find the unknown side length here. So remember, to find perimeter, you need to add up all the sides to find the distance around the shape. So I'd like you to pause your video and add up the 3 sides that you know. Okay, friends, great job. So you should have told me that 12 plus 11 plus 5 added up is 2, and 1 is 3, and 5 more is 8, and 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so you should have told me that the part of the perimeter that we know is 28. Okay, so remember, the whole perimeter is 34. I know part of the perimeter is 28. How am I going to find this missing part, this missing side? Set that up, and when you're ready, press play. Okay, friends, great job. So you should have told me that you take the whole perimeter and you subtract the part of the perimeter that we know. So 4 minus 8, can't do that, right? More on the floor, go next door. I'm gonna borrow a 10. My 4 becomes 14 because I'm adding a group of 10. 14 minus 8 equals 6, okay? So the unknown side length is 6, and then we're using inches, right? So IN for inches. Okay, friends, great job. The last question that I would like you to work on is number 9. I'll get you set up, and then I'm gonna have you solve this mostly on your own, okay? So it says estimate, then find the difference. Different means subtract. So we're gonna estimate first. We have 257 minus 62. Then you're going to estimate or round. So you can choose to either round 257 to the nearest 100, or you can choose to round 257 to the nearest 10. Then you're going to round 62 to the nearest 100 or the nearest 10. If you round 257 to the nearest 100, then you also need to round 62 to the nearest 100. If you decide to round to the nearest 10 for the top number, then you need to round the bottom number to the nearest 10. Once you've rounded, write your new numbers here, and then subtract, and the difference would be the answer that you get. Okay, friends, that's it for our workbook review today. Nice job.